Since I've placed everything that I needed to place in terms of foundation, remember last time I said I'm always building from the bottom up? Well, I don't necessarily need to follow those strict rules anymore because I do have all my pieces in place. So, so I could potentially just like start from anywhere. Victoritus, hello, hello. The Proxy hey, to you too. What's up? Just realized I haven't kept the inside piece of this character. I think I'll just recreate it at the end if needed, after all. There's a little piece missing here. Now there isn't. All right. Yeah, I think I forgot to place the synthetic muscles over here. Yeah. Yes, I did indeed. I'll try to just move these here. Yeah, it's probably going to be good enough. All right. Was smart. Hello, hello, hello. Now I'm gonna do the synthetic muscles. Just wanted to get the proper material and color. We're all gonna give him our poly paint. I'm gonna give the same material to this piece here. Or maybe that, no, I'll try with that. Okay, nothing else? All right. So the design of the synthetic muscles are, it's like a, okay, I did that with masks and extrusions, and then this was just a mask over it. All right. So to grab just an edge, we're gonna take the lasso tool, click on one edge, try to not grab like an edge that loops back. There we go. Same thing on the other side. Reverse mask. And then let's inflate this. Actually, not. Like drag just to drag to create a mask gradient. So now we have this thing, but I want it a little bit tighter, so I'm just gonna inflate the whole thing a little bit. To kind of just like close the seam if you want. I might subdivide a little bit more. It was just a tad too low res. Jess, hello. What's up? Now I'm blurring and sharpening the mask so that it's a little bit more smooth when I'm going to push this mesh in. Also, I'm going to reduce the strength of my mask. The mask blur strength, I always find it a little bit too intense. And for this, we're just going to push by hand. Normally I would do an inflate, but the inflate is going to destroy the cavity that I created around like the seam. I'm smoothing the edge a little bit because it's a little bit of a sharp detail. A little bit too sharp for the kind of material this is. Okay, alright, there we go. Wasn't there like other details I placed? Like bumps or... Not really. Pibin show, hello. Alright, well, rinse and repeat. Precision clicking right there. Oops, forgot to do the blurring. That should be enough. There you go, there we go. Last one. I think this one I'm gonna try to do it just like really quickly by hand. You know what, for those I'm actually not going to do the little mask trick here. Just to reduce the amount of like detail there is, not attract too much attention to this spot. I'm also gonna have to work on the interpenetration of those meshes together. Okay, it looks like a little bit less like there's actual clipping between the mesh. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I fix for the pose later, but whatever. Okay, so we got the synthetic muscle work done. I'll do the fascia part now. Did I have another one? I tried the technique to keep the gizmo in place and change the transpose line. I fucked up everything. How do I do this magic trick? Well, you have to place your transpose line and then undo. Just click the undo button. You can even do like click on redo afterwards in case you didn't really want to undo, but undoing after placing a transpose line will just reset the gizmo to the place it was before. And even if you click redo, it won't, like, it will keep it where it was basically. Try it. When there's like not too many pieces, what I like to do is just do like a few repetitive actions on them. I try to not overdo this though, because at some point I kind of like lose my not focus but motivation. It's faster to just be able to repeat like a certain action a bit like thought, like without putting too much like thought into it. But it's a great way to lose motivation at the same time. So you gotta balance that out. It worked. There you go. Oh, Chubby Ghost, hello, by the way. Just saw your message. Apply the theater poly paint now. A little bit further. There we go. Same for you. Okay, so now there's sometimes little seams I place there just to add some like detail, or what we can also do is basically just make sure that the fascia follow the muscle groups, muscle strands, I should say. So just a standard brush, not too strong though. Just that. Hard surface sculpting is still magic to you. Yeah, well, a couple of things in life that are still magic to me, and it's true that there's like a few things, and it's can get complex to learn or master. Yeah, yeah, it's valid. All right. At least this magician shares his tricks. Indeed, indeed. All right. Let's see if I can add some line flow over here of some stuff. Cool, 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 cool. Are all my straps symmetrical? Alright, it was the same material. And the one here. I'll bring it back up top here. Just trying to match those two meshes together. Actually, you know what? Don't need to keep the symmetry on this piece anymore. All right, let's add UVs on those. UV master, clone, symmetry, polygroup. Yep. Wrap. Flatten. I'm gonna want to have them aligning in the same direction. Oops. And the other ones as well. Now it's getting in, like, it's a bit picky though. But yeah, like if I was like crunching, I could like maybe not do those. Oh, I think I saw something bad. You see the little piece right there? What is this? What is this? This is part of the strap that did not unwrap correctly. Same for this one right there. This is not good. This, we're gonna need to see where it did that. The placement doesn't really matter because we're gonna use a tileable alpha, so okay. Unflatten. Let's put a texture on this. Okay, so far it's nowhere visible. Well, right fucking there. You. Oh boy. All right, you know what? Oh no, I've lost my symmetry. Okay. Anyways, copy UVs. Paste UVs. What I could do. All right. Check this out. I'm gonna disconnect this from the rest. First of all, I'm gonna remove the dynamic subdivisions for a second. I'm going to disconnect those two. I'm going to create a duplication of this one. I'm going to grab this object which dictates the symmetry of the arm, which I will also duplicate, and I will merge it on top of one of my good straps and keep the UVs. Dunk. Now I can get rid of that tool, and I know that my symmetry is back on this strap. I will mirror and weld it, delete this one, delete the backup, and merge with UVs, all of that. And now if I put my texture on, there we go, bada bing, bada boom. It works. Okay, so now I want to copy the noise of this strap here. Where is the noise? Where's the noise? Surface. Noise. Oh, did I lose the noise? I think I lost the noise, guys. I lost the noise. I'll have to redo the noise. Let's check what the chat says. Hello, this is simply fantastic work. I can only talk in superlative about it. Thank you for streaming. Hey, my pleasure. Profane pagan. Mostly do creature art, so would not even know where to start with Mika. I understand, but you know what's weird? It starts at the same place with organic shape forming. It's when you start to do like treatment and stuff that it like skews in another direction. At least for me, because I do like somewhat biomechanical hard surface. I use the UVs by Polygroup in a game jam for some quick and dirty process. Works pretty well. Indeed, it does. Yep. Kenyon Swift. Hello, Marco and Chad. Hello to you. Kenyon Swift, sorry. I am basically illiterate, so I'm joking, but not too much. All right, so noise by UV, alpha. I go on my little quick little thing over here. Alphas. Is that the direction? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I don't want any noise. It feels about the size of it. Yeah, it feels like it's about the same size. All right, so now let's create real subdivision levels to that. Do apply to mesh just to see. No, I need one more subdivision. Apply to mesh. Looks good enough. I'm gonna apply to mesh on a layer. And what I'll do is I'll duplicate that layer to see how it feels at double strength. I'll reduce it a bit. Feels about the same strength as my other straps, but I need to remove the detail on the edges of the strap. So first of all, I'll put that on a layer, remove this, store a morph target, get back here, get another mask. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just like grab everything except the sides like this. I'm going to mask this, blur the mask, use my morph brush, enormous radius, just remove the details. Actually, blur the mask still because there you go. And I'm going to just not remove it completely, just want to reduce it. Perfect. I'll merge all those layers together. And I want to add like a little cavity like I did on the other straps. So I'm going to remove all details, add another layer. Once again, click on every surfaces that is not the edge. Shrink selection. Inflate negative after smoothing. There you go. We have our little edge thing here. Now like this. Perfect. So I could keep those layers like this in case I need to do like a correction. I'm pretty sure it's going to be final already. Like there's tools to amp details up in case like I didn't do it right. So I will actually, yeah, commit and get rid of my layers. Now I'll place my stuff. Oh, wait. This fascia is not adequately positioned. Also, I'm realizing that I forgot to do something. I'll just do it by hand. I'll lower the subdivision level, go into move with backface. I'm going to augment the thickness. Yeah, there we go. Of pretty much every fascia piece. So moving with backface just basically moves one side, and it with like small objects, with thin objects like that, it gives like a thickening effect to them. I can make sure that it doesn't look like it's clipping too much. Same thing for this one. Once you have like your final thickness, it's kind of like easier to see if things are clipping in or if it feels like they're layered correctly. There we go. And finally this one. I'll add some volume here just to kind of like mimic that there's like a metal pin under it. All right, there we go. Looks nicely detailed and everything. Stylized Senzu, hello, hello. First time chat as well. Well, hello. I wonder if I'm going to do anything to that piece here. I don't think I will. When I'm gonna work on the metal parts, I'm actually going to add like a gray rim around here, which is going to look a little bit better. But that I consider it to be kind of like a detail of the metal plates. This is why I'm not working on them right now. I think I'll work on the cloth parts now. Let's save as well. All right, so for the cloth parts, we're basically going to do them like those here. We're going to start by adding the rims, the edges, the contours, however you want to call it. And for that, I'm going to add an edge here that I'm going to remove after. But should I just join all the cloth part together? I think I should. I should have done that with the fascia part. Is there another one? Another one that I'm missing? It does not seem so. Merge down. So I didn't do that for the fascia part, but for the cloth part, we're going to get rid of the inside of the mesh so that the mesh is a little bit lighter. So we're going to select the inside part of this one as well. We're going to shrink it like 1 or 2 steps. 2 is enough. See, and we're going to delete. Oops. We're going to delete the inside parts like that. Now, add an edge. We're going to select the outer edge. Oh, mother. We're going to select the inside parts, which we're going to shrink 1 time so that it catches the edge that we want. We're going to remove this part. Now we can poly group this into 2 poly groups for the sole purpose of using our little curved tube right there. Bonk. There we go. I think I just wanted to come out a little bit more outside, so I'm gonna move the depth of it I'm also going to reduce the size. 9. Is it about the same size? Maybe, but it needs to be way more out. Okay, should be all right. I'm gonna split it into its own subtool. Same for here. Merge them together. All right. Let's assign them the proper materials and colors. Oh, wait. So they have the proper color now and material. Proxenite, hello there. Hello, hello. Okay. So now I'm going to dynamesh them so that it has the proper feel. And this is like a dynamesh without any creasing whatsoever. But I do want to remove the edge so that it just rounds a little bit more. Because the edge on the... Sorry, the... Oh, well, the edge on the sides of this shape were basically making it seem a little bit more hard surface, which I didn't want to. So then we're going to dynamic subdivision this one as well at the same level as above, and we're going to merge both of them together. So right now we have the edge and this. They have the same kind of like thickness level. Now I just need to... Oh, wait. I forgot to do something important. We're going to mask this because often the edges don't follow correctly. So what we're gonna do is just make the edge look a little bit sharper. The ones that look rounded, which is unfortunately a lot of them. See how here it looks like rounded, should not. Same here. So now the side and the object interact well together. We just have to make sure that they interact well with the outside objects now, in terms of like not having like an interpenetration. At least like here, it's just a matter of like working on the metal piece, so it's not a problem. But especially for the other finished pieces, we can even mimic some like tension because of the cloth layering. Gonna be easier once we subdivide. Like right now we're not subdivided, so it's not gonna work at its best in regards to adding like detail and tension and that sort of stuff. I'm gonna remove the torso for a sec. Okay, feels like the cloth is well placed over the mesh. I'll do the same for here. We can also kind of like make things more angular if it doesn't feel angular enough. Because the intention when I was doing the concept, I remember, was to have some meshes here that look well angular and stuff. So here we're gonna need to work on this before we can properly do this part, but let's just give it a little. All right. Yeah, it looks clean. All right, well, now let's add the details of the cloth. Let's save as well. Petros, how's it doing? Doing pretty good, and you? Okay, so the edges of the cloth, they're made of those like extending parts, those tiny inflated parts. These kind of like lines that's sticking inside of the shape near the corners. And and yeah, I'm wondering if there's like any like clips I'm going to be placing on the arms. I guess I am actually. I think I'll just drag one from the torso and duplicate. Try and come and place it here. I'll adjust the cloth around them after. Am I going to be placing any more of these? Oh, maybe one near the arm here. So there was a time, once upon a time, I was using the transpose line to duplicate meshes, but unfortunately there was an update that kind of like stopped me in my tracks from being able to use that technique, because now like half of the time it just makes a ZBrush crash, and like the nasty kind of like crash. Uh, the one where like it's not even auto-saving. There we go. And I'll just duplicate them and merge them into one object later. Now the issue with that clip is that it's not in the right direction. Run the edge here. Okay, we'll try it like that. I'll place another one here. I don't know if I'm gonna be placing too much, but I'm gonna try maybe one last one right here. Okay, let's merge them all together. Oh. I double tapped the merge button by accident. Okay, fortunately, it was not a big deal. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be moving things too much around for the moment. I can always merge them back, but I'm going to separate the contour and the cloth for the moment. And let's work on this part right now. Let's make a little test to see if it's enough definition. How many million polys am I on this mesh? 280? Oh yeah, I can do another subdivision. Just so that it's like slightly more. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's start. Wait, question. Subtool management for something like this must be difficult. Wild to think we didn't use to have folders. Yeah, indeed, No, yeah, for sure. I was working differently when I didn't have folders. But this is like much better for sure. Okay. So, like I said, there's three things. There's going to be like those like borders extending, those like inflated parts in the middle at time, and those little thing like sticking out of the corners. Actually, not before I subdivide my mesh. I'm going to place the those little like tube things. Now I just have to go into the modifier. No, wait. Curve. Click as line so that it just stays as a line. And I'm going to tell it to go inside of the shape. Looks about right in terms of the size of it. Yeah, looks about right. Watching all of these tricks is extremely useful. Thank you for showing all this. My pleasure. Or it might be too packed to start adding those details. Maybe like one here. Uh, yeah, maybe that's it. We can keep it in that subtool. I'll just mask them temporarily and place them a little bit better. Kind of like faking that they're fused into it. And more inside of the shape. all of them. Seems so. Yep. Okay. So right off the bat, I'll just come here, apply subdivision, and just like I could do that later, but I just want to show you like what's my intention, why I've been placing those things like inside. Just to be able to do this here. I'll add more like detail and interaction later, but that's just it for the moment. And also, while we are with them standard and on the cloth part, I'm going to just add those like indentations here. Actually, you know what? I need them here as well. Is that all? Is that all? That's about right. Let's get back to this here. Now there is the little extension things. So back to the move brush, -100 focal, remove AQ curve, put backface mask, and now, all right, apply subdivisions. Yeah, we're gonna place a bigger one. I'll just finish with the smaller ones first. Ah, that's good. All right, and the last little detail, it's not really a big one, but it's good in certain areas at times. There's not really a lot of details though. Yeah, you know what? It's good. Yeah, there's also one last detail I forgot. There's rivets, I think I should call them. Just like little like buttons that holds like the straps at time. So since I have subdivisions, I'm actually going to duplicate this mesh, give it no subdivision, just to be able to place those objects. I have to remember where they are. I think it's these. I haven't been using much on the torso actually. It's more like on the legs here. There we go. There we go. I was just testing the size and stuff. I think I'm going to reduce the size a little bit. I should have pushed him in a little bit. I realized I forgot to do that, so we're gonna Just want to see if like I'm actually missing materials on any of my meshes. Having this material is one way to really see if there was something that I forgot. Doesn't seem so. I think we have just enough time to add some wrinkles to the cloth mesh. I think we're done with the contours. I'm looking at my reference and it feels like yes. Wasim, hey, hey, hey. So I'm going to put a layer on this one, just in case I don't super like what I did. but keep the wrinkles pretty large because it's kind of like a not the other pieces, kind of like a Kevlar-esque whatever. No? Maybe Kevlar is not even the right word, but there's like it's a thick material, a thick padding. the top here is like an area with a lot of tension, so not gonna create uh, much wrinkles. Should be decent. Let's see if everything's good. Yeah, it's decent. Dare I say good? Hi Marco, which brush are you using for folds? Just a standard brush. There really ain't anything special about the brush. It has a weird name, but it has to do with like me trying to get like a nuance that like an old brush had, or at least I thought had, and I don't think I'm right anymore. Yeah, I think we're done with the cloth bar here. I do have a added layer on top, added subdivision that is not useful at all. So I'll just merge the cloth and reduce the subdivision. It's just useless right now. All right, that's cool. We got all the cloth part, everything, pretty much everything. It's like soft surface. I think it's the first time I say soft surface as the opposite of hard surface. So everything that's in green right now is stuff that we need to tackle next. Basically, the hard surface. Yep. Just taking a look. Couple of like cables here and whatnot. I can do that while I do this like tube piece here, which I don't know how it's gonna look like. There's a couple like modules here, but then I want to place it while doing the polishing. As I said, between all of those pieces that are green right now, that will be the gray metal parts. There's going to be gray rims and stuff. Like around the foot here, you see there's a lot of like those gray rims part. That's what I'm going to be adding. Then there's going to be the stinger. There's going to be a couple of cables and stuff to take care of. Do you think AI will ever affect what we do in 3D, like in character and hard surface stuff? Yeah, I mean it's bound to. It's exploding. It's exponentially, so it'll create tools and stuff for sure. Now, what are the tools? How it's gonna change? No idea. No idea. It remains to be seen, and we will see. We will see when it's ready. Okay, that's pretty much done for the soft surface parts. I mean, yeah, I just saved, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, all right. Well, it's gonna be all for the it's gonna be all for this stream. Next stream I'll be able to start on the hard surface stuff, which is going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I already have an idea where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna do things. I don't have all the answers. There's some stuff I didn't like super polish during the thing. During the blocking and stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how it's going to end up. Anyways, yep. Thank you everyone for joining in. That was a good one. And next stream, yeah, hard surface stuff. Woohoo! Party central. All right. So thanks for joining in. Probably next week around the same time. So I'll see you there. Be there or be square. All right. Take care, everyone.